Would you remember the Feeling Green event? There's none now left that remember it. Lord of the Rings references aside, and some people may remember this event, the event where you could get revives and other things like this. This is actually from that particular event right there, Feeling Green event. It was the St. Patrick's Day event. St. Patrick's Day falls on the 17th of March. Now, what day of the week is that? That's a Monday. Whether or not it will tie into it, I don't know. But this is part one, part two to the video. This video is focused on that, but also on this International Women's Day event, which is dropping a bit more context, some other information. So, as part of, and I don't think it's mentioned on this, definitely hasn't been since what I've seen on here. No, it doesn't look like it. But what is mentioned, well, wasn't mentioned, I should say, on the live stream was this event right, which is Loki is bringing St. Patrick's Day to the contest this year, which is now after, I'd say we've 4, 5, maybe about 7-year absence of the St. Patrick's Day event or a tie-in type event. Take part in solo objectives to earn plenty of gold. Why? Why such an emphasis on why gold? Units, and this is the big overarching theme of this video is we found the missing units. The missing units have been found, and a rainbow of ISO 8 as well as new user title offers will also be available to collect certain green champions. Unload your units, people. It's going to be a cost. It's like, as much as it's like great, we're going to event. I can imagine there's like some spendy portions to it, but Loki Charms. Yes, Loki Charms event is coming, and there's your missing units. Part 1, missing units. Part 2, we'll see in a second, but the ISO 8 and new user title and all that stuff. So, from the live stream, because that wasn't mentioned on the live stream, you might have noticed it. Did you notice it? You probably didn't. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. The other thing that was on the live stream was the International Women's Day event and all the lovely details that have come with that. So, first of all, if you didn't see already with the live stream, this is kind of like a more of a dissection point of view of it. Under the milestones of the event, and the event works that you get daily solo objectives to activate a day following your vote. Win five fights, 30 votes, and that's how you get that. But also you get 10 times the 40 milestone of that. I don't think it's all of them because it'd be a bit weird, but it should be about 400 units that should be possible to get in theory. That's what Dave Dork said. It was kind of like there's 10 of the solo events, like milestones. So that goes live next week, which is pretty exciting. For those that are Valiant Paragon and Thronebreaker, Cavalier, yeah, you'll get Nexus Cavaliers with all female champions in the game. That's not too spicy for, I would have liked that, Paragon Crystal, for Uncollected Plus. But not Uncollected Plus, it'd be more than that. It'd be like, I don't know, Paragon Plus? You get a Paragon Crystal instead. But, hey, you can't have everything. And if there was loads of 7 stars being given out for free, Kabam would not be happy about that. Anyway, more promo codes will be given out. We'll talk about in a minute, who content creators have got for whatever reason, who's kind of got blah, 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 blah. Track votes in real time, realm event. You'll be in game like this and going, okay, well, what's the current score for X, Y, and Z? You'll be clicking a realm event and be going, oh, it's, I don't know, voting is 20,000. We'll be able to track it and go okay, well, Joe Blogs, Rogue got 20,000 votes. Morningstar's got 35,000 votes. Maybe we had to see it like that and maybe do some comparisons as we go. That is how I theorize that's going to go, but how life works, it never always works out how you kind of envision it. We need to see next week when it goes live and all the lovely stuff that comes with it, because it's going to be a very big dump. Someone's going to take a big dump on March 5th with all the stuff. I assume that's how the dates work out for that. So yes, next Wednesday, March 5th, everything goes live until March 31st. Now that's all well and good, but there is a part 2 kind of getting a caveat to that. Maybe I'm skip past it. No. There's 7 realm events, so we'd have to kind of do like a comparison as they go. And as we said, like we'll just be going, oh, this is this is that. Message sent with ballot with over 160 votes. A profile picture from Cat Murdoch and 2 and 3 star versions of the champions. If you haven't got the champions already, and lock in a vote. Start contributing. I can't speak properly. Yeah, that's that. Now, what's the extra context? Well, let's got to go to the website for that one. Of course, we always have to go to the website because there's always more. And International Women's Day event. Let's get this better into shot. Because, and there we go. Better into shot. 7 content creators are taking part and devs to represent 7 different female champions. Will have a chance to get the champion rework. Oh yes, I completely forgot. How wrong of me to do that is to give you the list of the champions based on said image of them all together. So from left to right, we've got Squirrel Girl, we've got X23, we've got Jubilee, we've got Morningstar, we've got Rogue, we've got Invisible Woman, and we've got Proxima Midnight. Something that I find a little bit weird about this is why these champions are being put into here. Like, I understand like who's got what, and of course the reason behind it. But what I'm kind of like the point is, aren't they viable in their own right? Now, I do think that Invisible Woman does need a bit of a buff. I do think that Morningstar, the current meta, does need a buff. I do think that Rogue does need a buff, and I do think that X23. And then the debatable ones are Squirrel Girl, Jubilee, and Proxima Midnight. I'm sure some people will say, well, they do need a buff, Rich. And I'm not saying they don't, but there's kind of like some just general usage that those champions have, but maybe they don't cut the mustard for, say, future down the line. So maybe they're in line to be, reworked at a later date, but everyone will have their own preference, won't they, of who they want to get buffed, and certainly why for that. So, with that being said, and we know the champions, who has got what, and you can see the list. The list is on screen right now of who's got what. So, Invisible Woman is with Allison Edits, Jubilee is with Dragon, Morningstar is with Misty K, Proxima Midnight is with Royal, Rogue is with Kabam Riri, Squirrel Girl is with Cat Murdoch. Wolverine X23 is with Volatility. Now, it's such a difficult choice. It really is. Now, I've got my own bias towards this, and that is that I like the idea of Morningstar being buffed, to be honest, and I'll always back Misty K with whatever they choose. But Rogue is such a big opportunity. I like the character. I've always loved the character. I think again it just goes back to anything that's second to that is Jubilee because like X-Men, the X-Men animated series, X-Men 97 as well. X23 is something that it definitely needs to be buffed. But it's such a tall order and such a difficulty to make the choice. I'm still unsure as well as to the promo codes and what's actually in them, because I think what was said that there would be in the promo codes didn't really kind of, give any substance to what could be part of them. I guess we'll have to just wait, won't we, and what's in there. There is some free stuff in it, but like here when it says promo codes that will be sent out to content creators and devs, but then when you go to the live stream itself and go and break down like what is said here, summon and market promo codes from each International Women's Day participant awarding titles and additional votes. So it's not a super spicy one. It's just a generic type of promo code working in tandem with the actual event itself. Like, maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's, like, I'm hoping there's something like, a crystal or something. But apart from that, it's just about participating and getting involved with the event. But increasing that interaction, increasing that interest from like community members, just to go like, oh yeah, then people might go, oh, I'm not interested in going out to kind of like grab a promo code because of this. Is like, just would be nice. But I think you might get something from it, like titles. Maybe that's what Kabam want to do. They just don't want to give you a promo code because they don't want to kind of give you anything too spicy, because like, you know, you've got a title and you got the votes. Either way, take that vote, take that title, cherish it, whatever it is, if it's applicable to one of those content creators that you might like. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. It should be a good, fun little kind of like side event going on in the meantime. But of course, more kind of like energetic based matches and things need to be done, like the ordeal and other stuff like that. Anyway, check out some other content. I'll see you in some other coverage later on today. Might do a Bastion breakdown or a Jean Grey breakdown, and then I think we got some side quest stuff to go over, so a few things to go over. Anyway, cheers and bye bye.